Hi guys, it's Mysheo again in a late night talk. I know it's already 11 p.m. there in Vietnam, but let's see if there's anyone still there that's willing to listen to me and have a conversation with me. Today I want to share about the wrong way to study for your IELTS speaking test. Hello, Thắng, Phương Anh. Yep, I think you've learned from a lot of articles, like not only from me, also from other teachers, how to study for the IELTS speaking test, mostly like in the right way, like tips to get like 6.5, to get 8, to get 9, how to self-study to get 9 in IELTS. But no one has taught you what's the wrong way. So what's the wrong way to study? And then because no one has told you, I realized that most of us are studying in the wrong way. We are taking the wrong path. And many of us are falling on this wrong path. And that's why we never get there. It's just that simple because we're doing it the wrong way. So we'll never get there, okay? I was once on that path as well. So when I started out studying for IELTS speaking, that was like 2 weeks before my exam. I had 2 weeks to study IELTS speaking. I started out totally wrong. Yeah. So when I started out, I learned a lot of vocabularies. Like I learned a lot of vocabularies for work. Like, work, my job is like what? And then like cooperation, like collaboration. And then I try to like write everything down. So, like first I collect a set of vocabularies. And then I write them down. And then I memorize them, okay? And then I try to write a response, okay? Like, are you working or are you a student? I would write a paragraph, okay? A paragraph to answer the question, are you working or are you a student? And then I'm gonna try to memorize that sentence. And the result is devastating. Like that's the only thing I can say about it. Like devastating. So that's a good word that you guys devastating. I like it. Is correct. It is the correct word. It is correct. Yes. Okay. Usually I would be very, very fluent. Like when I talk with you guys now, I can be very fluent. Right? But if I have to remember what I wrote in that piece of paper, I would stumble upon my words because my mind would have to go back to that piece of paper and remember whatever that's on there. And then that's right there when I lose my fluency, when my fluency dropped significantly. And I think that this is how a lot of people are studying for IELTS speaking, right? You guys, like for me, I even like wrote the answer, my own answer. I wrote it down and then I still forgot it. And then I was still like being like so silly when I'm like trying to like remember what I wrote down. You guys, you don't even write your own answers, right? Nào các bạn trả lời giúp Mysheo ở đây. Các bạn đang ôn IELTS, có phải là các bạn rất là hay thích sưu tầm những cái câu hỏi mẫu từ những cái quyển nào đấy các bạn mua về hoặc là lấy từ trên mạng về những cái câu hỏi mẫu xong bạn học thuộc không? Is that what you guys are doing? Like you're memorizing the answers? Right? Is that what you're doing? Đúng không nào? Mọi người giúp mình nói. Bạn nào đang làm cái việc đấy hoặc đã thấy bạn bè mình làm việc đấy, mời ghi chữ yes vào giúp mình với. Các bạn mua những cái quyển sách mà nó có bài mẫu xong rồi nó sẽ kiểu đánh bâu mấy cái chỗ mà có từ vựng hay ấy, đúng không? Đấy. And then you try to remember those words, đúng không? Đúng không? Có phải đang làm như thế không? Nói thật đi. Nói thật đi xem có phải các bạn đang làm cái việc đấy không? Ừ, ok. Đa số là yes đúng không? Okay, and now I can tell you the consequence of you doing this. If you do it at home, maybe you'll be able to remember what you learned yesterday. Maybe. Nếu mà cái memory, if you have a good memory, you might be able to remember what you learned yesterday. But let me ask you, do you remember what you learned a week ago? Do you remember what you learned a week ago? I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember it. And then when you're in the exam room, when you're facing the examiner, do you think that you will still remember those bold phrases like with tons of new words? Các bạn nghĩ là các bạn trong phòng thi ý, các bạn còn nhớ được những cái từ in đậm đấy xong rồi kiểu một mớ từ mới không? Run quá nhớ sao nổi, right? Yeah. When you're nervous, it's impossible. It was impossible for me. It was impossible for me. And I was at the level of 8, okay? I was at the level of getting 8, and it was still impossible for me to memorize what I had written down. So I'm sure it's impossible for most of us. And that's the wrong way to study for the IELTS speaking test. That's the wrong way. This way will kill you sweetly. It does a very nice job of making you fail because you fail, but you don't know how to win. That's the problem. Like, yeah, I think that's why people stuck at this test. Like they failed, but they don't know how to win. Because you'll be thinking that, hey, I did the right thing. I learned a lot of vocabularies. I learned a lot of sample answers. Then why am I still failing, right? Why am I still failing after so much effort, right? Like, that's so frustrating. That's what happened to me during the first week. I was so frustrated. I was so stressed out. Like I couldn't believe it. I lost trust in myself. Like, I thought of me as a good speaker, but then why, when it comes to these like weird IELTS speaking tests, I screw up? Why? It's a very sweet way to fail. Yeah, because you don't know why you failed. Like, you think that you did the right thing. Okay, so I was very lucky. That's all I could say. I was very lucky. I had a friend who was a native speaker that listened to me and analyzed my mistakes. So he wasn't a teacher. He was just like a friend helping me. So he just like asked me the questions, and then we record what I say, and then we analyze the mistakes. And we realized that I was trying too hard. Okay. This is the turning point. When I realized that I was trying too hard, I was beating myself up too hard. I wasn't relaxing. This is when everything changed. I realized that, hey, if I talk with you in a conversation, I sound very natural, I sound very fluent, I sound just like myself. Then why do I have to pretend to be someone else? Why do I have to beat myself up and try to use like less common words, like academic words, or like coming up with big words? I don't have to do it. Okay, so from then on, like, yeah, I I became more relaxed. I stopped writing down answers and trying to memorize them. I just spoke whatever that came to my mind. I just spoke whatever that came to my mind. And it worked. Yeah, it worked perfectly. And yeah, just 1 week of like stopping all that pressure, just like putting all the pressure that you put on your shoulders down. Be relaxed, be yourself, and spend more time on correcting your pronunciation mistakes rather than learning big words. That's a whole different topic that I can talk about next time, like pronunciation wise. But today I just want to like emphasize on the wrong way. So yeah, the wrong way is to try too hard on vocabulary. You don't have to try at all. Like if you want to get 6, let me tell you, you don't have to even like memorize any words at all. If you want to get 6, you just have to go in the exam and do it. And yeah, so the wrong way is to stiff up. The right way is to relax and keep practicing in a relaxing manner. Okay, so that's my talk for tonight. Thank you very much for listening. I see you guys in other videos, at the live stream. Good night.